Hey, good morning. Here's old John. Voice the World News, Southern West Virginia. Off my meds, my tin hat on. Who was it? I heard someone the other day, about 3 or 4 days ago. They messaged me about one of my posts, and they said there's one of those people on the check over there that blue states have to support, and these blue states can't support themselves. You look at what's going on over there in California. All the homeless, and that, they say there's one place over there. Who was it? I mean, this is over in Warren, not Warren, but Camilla Harris's district or whatever over there. Said the town, they say you can smell the urine and the feces in the town where this mess is going on the sidewalks or whatever. And you think about that. And they say, well, they've got to be taken care of. No, they don't got to be taken care of. A lot of those people ain't got no business here. They come over here, they file for asylum. What are they filing for asylum for? People, they say a very huge part or a very small part of those people filing for asylum are actually qualified for asylum out of safety concerns. Very few, very, very few, very small percentage. But yet, these liberals and socialists, they want billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars dumped into this. Add that to the fact that they want to lower the voting age to 16 in order for the socialist taught students in our school system to be able to vote. Remember, I said socialist taught students in our school system. You know, before Hitler could get the backing that he wanted, the support, the power, the strong arm of Germany behind him, in order for him to push for his maddening rage, he had to somehow manipulate the minds of the German people, pee into their minds enough that he could get them to believe him and follow him. And we know what took place out of that. 6 million Jews gone, and who knows how many soldiers from different countries and Germany gone. Who knows how many innocent people in these war-torn towns and country roads and all this thing where this war went through gone. You know, I'd say none of us on this earth actually know how many people died during that friggin' sewer line march that Hitler done. That socialist march that Hitler done. Absolute power. We're superior. Jews are not worthy. Anybody else that says no dies. That's basically what he done. That's basically what he done. You got people in Washington, D.C. right now. Camilla Harris is already talking. She's already talking. She's going to force things. You got who knows how many thousands that'll back her. If she gets the nomination, she'll have millions that will back her, and her nothing but a socialist. She got her start in politics as a mistress, on the side of a politician, a mistress. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying this or that. I'm saying the root is bad. The root is bad. That's what I'm saying. The root is bad. Liberal thinking is bad. The root is bad. Socialist thinking is bad. The root is bad. Okay? The root is corrupt. The root is corrupt. But, you know, they're wanting to turn all these illegal, and the Supreme Court ruled from that they don't want the federal government asking in a census question, are you an American citizen? They ruled against it. That's pitiful. You know, that is literally pitiful. That is literally to have nine people that are supposed to be able to judge a circumstance by laws already in place, and then have a 5-4 vote that says they cannot ask a census question on citizenship. That's pitiful. You know that? Do you realize how friggin' ignorant that leaves our Supreme Court justices? Do you realize how pitiful that is? That you can't even ask a person before they come in and start throwing their check marks on names. You can't even ask them, are you supposed to be here? Do you have the right to vote here? You can't ask them that. People, what's going on right now in your government is literally pitiful. You have people that are anti-American. They are anti-American in essence, in spirit. They have this thing in their head, but the corruption that's tied in with it and the corruption of their heart is lying to them. And they are anti-American. They say, well, we think everybody should have that. They're not giving it because everybody should have the right. They're going to give these people's rights because they're in trouble. They're wanting to give these people rights because they're in trouble. Not the people that they're giving the rights to, but the Democrats themselves are in trouble. Listen, I'll promise you right now, I can promise you right now, that if they will follow the facts, A.G. Barr and his investigators, if they follow the facts, there's going to be a lot more names be written down with indictments than what you're seeing. A lot more. And don't be surprised if a lot of these CNN and MSNBC and NBC and CBS and ABC and others are not connected, tied in with it. Don't be surprised. CNN, we got word back a few years back that CNN and Obama had actually paid some of them to push his propaganda. Fact or not, I don't know. But after what I've seen for the last 10 years, I do not doubt it. I do not doubt it. It's pitiful. It's pitiful what's going on now. President Trump, there's this Jeffrey Epstein, I think his name, the billionaire. He's up on indictments. He's been indicted right now for child sexual trafficking. And Bill Clinton's been on his plane who knows how many times. They say, well, he's only been on there 4 times, and we don't know, and he didn't know anything about it. Hey, this and the manifestos and stuff says that Clinton has been on there as up in the teens. And initials and different things that's went on around it don't look good. But see, they got pictures of Donald Trump in pictures with Jeffrey Epstein. Has he been in it? Very well possible. But when Trump was running for office, there was one thing he didn't do. He didn't try to lie. When they brought up sexual charges against him about this conversation went on this bus that was supposed to have been, on his private bus, and yet they brought this stuff out. This journalist or reporter recorded it. And it came out, and what did Trump say? Did he say, no, that's all lie, that was all set up, they spied on me? Did he do that about that? No. He didn't try to lie all that. He said, I didn't tell you I was perfect. Donald Trump, people, he like me and you. He's got garbage in his past. We've all got some kind of garbage in our past. We all have. But when he started running for office, He picked the standard up and said, this is the standard our nation was formed from. That we was formed by God. We were placed by God. And we will honor that. And he said we will no longer say happy holidays. We will say Merry Christmas. And he said we will not stumble when we talk about Israel. Said we will stand with Israel. The essence, people, that our nation is formed out of, from our forefathers, Donald Trump is trying to get us back to that essence. He's trying to get us back to where our founding fathers set the guidelines. You pay attention to these liberals. Oh, you got the Constitution, you got to keep it. That's the law of the land. It's got to be kept. All that's at one platform. They'll go to another state or another platform and say, "Oh, the Constitution is outdated, antiquated. You just can't. We need changes. The world is changing." And the Constitution changes on their lips from platform to platform. The lie changes on their lips from platform to platform. The lie changes. People, liberalism is a lie. Liberalism is a lie. It is not sustainable on the earth. Liberalism will kill you. It'll kill your family. It'll kill your bloodline. Liberalism will take out humanity. Liberalism is a lie. God said himself he would shorten time lest there be no flesh saved. Okay? Why? Because if you erase the boundaries of right and wrong and you let people ramble in their mind, they destroy everything they touch. They destroy everything they touch. Donald Trump is trying to get us back to the essence that our forefathers began this nation from. These liberals and socialists, they want to cut the voting age back to 16 to where they can let 16. Hey, listen, your educational system's been run by liberals and socialists for years. Your conservatives, a lot of your conservatives now are saying we should have never left the educational system to the liberals. Now they see the friggin' ignorance of what they done. The stupidity of what they done. Now they've let perverts teach their children. And now they see where they screwed up. They should have never left the educational system to perverts, perversions. Liberalism, listen people, liberalism is behind divorce. Liberalism is behind sexual age diseases. Liberalism is behind world population, overpopulation. Liberalism is behind every bit of it. If you would, you could back up to the garden and what took place at the garden. Satan was actually telling Eve, if you'll be a liberal, right on, baby. That's what he was doing. He said, let your mind wander. You'll be as smart as God. You can make up your own decision, your own mind. You do your own decision. You do all this stuff. The only problem was God had already told her, man, don't eat of the tree. The day you eat of the tree, you're going to be held accountable for the knowledge of the tree. That's what God had told him. The day you eat of the tree of knowledge, You'll be held accountable for the knowledge of the tree. Okay? But it's bad. It's bad. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. These Supreme Court justices. It's literally pitiful what they done. Literally pitiful. You know, you can't force people to be Christian. That's an impossibility. You can't force Christianity. Christianity has to be by choice, by will. You can't force it. But people, you can uphold laws that encourage and force truth and honor, that justice can actually operate properly. There's nothing wrong with laws that force truth and honor to be up front, for things to come to the front. That justice can operate properly. There's nothing wrong with that. People lie, they cause others problems. Hey, they need jack slapped. That's just the way it is. In the Old Testament, God said you sacrifice the innocent, you shed innocent blood, and you persecute the righteous. Well, who sacrifices the innocent? Who sheds innocent blood? Who persecutes the righteous? The pervert, the liar, the cheat, the manipulator. Well, that's just the way it is. Perversions. Listen, people, perverts hate justice. Perverts hate for truth to come out. Perverts hate for the facts to show. Perverts hate for things that uncover them to come forth. They hate it. Why do they want Donald Trump out? It ain't because they hate Donald Trump. It's because they hate what he's doing. He's bringing things to the light that have been covered up for a lot of years. This garbage was hid for a lot of years. Donald Trump's presence is bringing this stuff to light. They don't like it. Listen, if justice is served, it's very well possible if justice is actually served, it's very well possible some of them freaking politicians going to be put to death. And rightfully so. What they have done to this nation is wrong. It's wrong. And your opinion doesn't change it. It's wrong. It's wrong. You liberal medias, man. They're people. These liberals, so help me, they know good and well if they lie, it's somewhere it's going to show. They know someone's going to catch it. They know it's going to be told, but yet they continue. Their lies have been ongoing, never stopped, ongoing. Knowing it's going to be told, knowing they're going to get caught. Why do they do it? Why do they do it? I mean, it's different if you lie and say, well, nobody's going to find this out. But these people lied knowing good and well that it will be caught. Knowing good and well someone's going to hold them accountable for that lie. Knowing good and well it's recorded. Knowing good and well that these different organizations are going to bring it out. And they continue to lie. Why? 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 People, it's a last-ditch effort. You hear me? It's a last-ditch effort. Van Jones, years ago, I've told it and told it. Van Jones, years ago, we will either win or be crushed. People, the win is out. The facts is coming out. The wind is basically gone. They're looking at crushed right now. So what does it matter? They lie. They lie. They cheat. They manipulate. They scheme. AOC, all Donald Trump's doing that celebration. And the numbers, ain't nobody showing up. And then the pictures come up, and the mall is friggin' maxed. Running over. Why? Why does she lie? Why do these Muslims lie? Why do these liberals lie? Why do these socialists lie? Why does it continue? Why? Because they don't care. They don't care if you lick their butt and they got a little bit of brown on the cheek. You're the one that's getting it on you. They don't care. People, they're stuck. A last ditch effort is coming out. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They've already got enough evidence right now that if they want to go to court and push, I'd say that Hillary Clinton, pow, they'd put that woman behind bars in a heartbeat. And James Comey and Andrew McCabe and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and the names just keep popping up, man. I mean, pop. These keep popping up. Yeah, listen, they wasn't no 15 people done this. Get that out of your head. They wasn't no 15 people done all this garbage. They've had a whole bunch of people helping them. A whole lot of people kicked in their 2 cents to help the lie. They spied on Trump, then they tried to lie all of it. They spied, they gathered information on American people. 20 million American people. And James Clapper says, we don't collect information on American people. He told it. Then he turned right around and, we collected information on 20 million Americans. CNN jumps, but he done it for the right reason. The perverts, people. The perverts. Listen. Do you realize? Do you realize? These liberal, socialist, Democrats, and those that support them have cost this nation hundreds of billions of dollars. Poof, gone. Hundreds of billions of dollars just up in the wind. Up, gone. Just blew away in the wind. It could have been salvaged. It's cost this nation hundreds, even thousands of lives. Their lives, man. I mean, I'm talking about grown-ups, children, grown-ups. I'm not talking about the millions of babies that these friggin' perverts have murdered. I'm talking about the grown-ups and the children. People that are already on their feet walking. Their lives, the worth of their lives, man. Poof, gone. Threw into the wind. You want to touch the unborn? You want to touch that one? Back in the 80s, I live out in Buchanan County, Virginia. And it had to be the Lord. Had to be the Lord. Because I remember one day I was out there and this, the abortion thing was going on. It was thick then. And I just seen in my spirit this vision of the Lord. A picture of him with his, he's just broken, troubled. A mixture of broken and troubled and anger. How, I mean, just look. upon him. How can these people be this destructive toward innocence? What is going on? I mean, that's just the look that I seen. And but he let me experience that. He let me experience that. And it's just, I don't know, people. I use the word pitiful a lot because to me, pitiful is to me it's about as bad as it can get. You know, it's about as bad as it can get, and it's just people by their will pushing themselves to just to see how far, how shameful, how deranged. Isaiah 32:5-8 talks about the liberal, says he does villainy. How villainous they can get. You know, they talk about Charles Manson, about him being this murderous thingy. People, you got politicians up there that got the same rot going on in their minds. The same friggin' rot is going on in Hollywood. The same friggin' rot's going on in the streets of these liberal cities. The same friggin' rot's going on. You want to know where that rot is? That rot is out here sitting around sucking beer and popping pills and all this stuff. That same friggin' rot's going on in those people's minds. Drug lords and stuff are willing to murder, just do whatever it takes to get their will, to get their money rolling, to get their drugs pushed out there. They're willing to do whatever it takes. These liberal socialist politicians, they are proving to be of the same seed. They are proving to be of the same seed. They're no longer ashamed. They're no longer ashamed that their words, that their actions are atrocious. They no longer ashamed that their thinking is a threat to society, to humanity, to man. They're no longer ashamed of the blood of the innocent and the honest. It doesn't bother them that the blood of the innocent is on their hands. It no longer bothers them. It no longer bothers them. You know, there was 6 illegals down in Texas jailed, believed to have robbed over 100 homes. You realize there is a prosecuting attorney down there. He's a black man. There's a prosecuting attorney down there has already said that I'm not gonna push charges on these people that rob out of hurt, out of need. The prosecuting attorney up there around Jesse Smollett dropped the charges. Cost the city thousands upon thousands of dollars, and who knows how many man hours of investigation and everything else, and the friggin' pervert drops the charges. Well, thank God they got another prosecuting attorney, and those charges are being brought back up now. The friggin' pervert lied. He needs his head cracked. These people are a threat to justice. You realize what that means? These people are a threat to life. These people are a threat to life. To life being able to be function properly without fear. They are a threat to life, people. They are a threat to life. The disgrace that's coming off of their lips and out of their actions today is I don't know. I really, it just, illegal immigration has cost this nation hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe even into the trillions now. Something went down with the lights on, I think, unless it's just the sun reflecting. But, I mean, here in a coal camp in southern West Virginia, you don't see that all the time, okay? But, you know, not everybody in America does Facebook. Not everybody in America does the internet. Not everybody in America does Twitter or whatever. But so help me, people, you need to share decent, honorable videos and messages, whether print or whatever. You need to share them. Your family, you may not take time to realize it, but you know, you may say, well, we're doing good right now. We're doing good. Everything's looking good. We're working. Billy's 12 years old and he's got his first dirt bike, and Marsha's 11 years old and she's doing good in her class and all this, and we're doing good. But Michael just bought him a new truck, and I've got a new car, and the home's about paid for, and we're doing this stuff. Everything's looking good. You know, everything may be looking good. But the thing about it is, do you realize that if the thug gets into office and starts passing laws, Donald Trump's changed a lot of stuff, man. Where liberals and socialists, thugs were in office, and they passed laws that was crashing the economy of this nation. God told me they was crashing it. Then he told me later, you're being subdued. It wasn't a question if. It wasn't a question why. It was a question, it was a simple thing of saying it's happening. It's happening. That's what was going on under the Obama administration. If Hillary Clinton had got in, the poop would have been hitting the fan. We'd most likely been in civil war. Most likely would be in civil war. Because Hillary Clinton is a criminal. People that's been, we've Secret Service people that have worked around the Clintons when Bill was in office and stuff. They said they was two-faced, man. It was a two-faced deal. Said in front of a camera, oh, get the best Secret Service man I got. I really like him. He's good. But said get behind those deals, they talk pure freaking trash to him. You get thugs in power, people. They pass laws that suit them. They will pass laws. Now, this is what the Bible talks about. It says they will pass laws. They will do things that pats the pervert on the back. And the pervert will turn around and support them. That's what it says in Isaiah 32, 5-8. Those in authority will do things to scratch the back of the pervert, the little peons down there, and then the little peons out of ignorance will pat that pervert in authority, pat him on the back. That's what it talks about. That's what it talks about. Just a ring of shame and pain and crime as they support one another. A lot of stuff going on, people. Noticed this on Facebook or this morning, Donald Trump, man, he's giving Fox News. Fox News is one of his biggest supporters, but he's giving them down the road, man, because Fox News is taking on Donna Brazile and some others that are liberal. I mean, Donna Brazile tried to cheat. Well, she did. She cheated Donald Trump during the debate. Donald Brazil handed Hillary questions that were going to be asked, so Hillary could have it straight in her mind what she wanted to say. They didn't give them to Donald. They gave them to Hillary, so Hillary could have it straight in her mind what she wanted to say, how she wanted to answer. They tried to manipulate the debate. They cheated. They cheated. Oh, that ain't nothing. The DNC cheated Bernie Sanders out of the nomination before that even happened. Boo. You're backing cheats, people. You're backing cheats. You're backing liars. You're backing thugs that will listen. If they get up there, they pass the laws they want, you're going to be fighting off the criminal. Then you're going to turn right around and have to fight off the police. And maybe even fight off the friggin' military. Those liberal and socialists are thugs. You don't want them in office. Listen, not every Democrat is bad. There's got to be a few good ones. I'll give them a benefit of a doubt. But let me tell you something. If they're backing a lying liberal and a scheming socialist agenda, they're bad. Don't fool with them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. I don't care how you get rid of them. Just get rid of them. The sooner they're gone, the better off we'll be. That's just the way it is. The sooner they're gone, the better off we'll be. This is Tuesday morning here in southern West Virginia. The sun's coming out. I'm tired, up early. It's old John Davis, Twist the World News. Hey, just throw my 2 cents in, man. I'll tell you, being in America, I have that right, but I have to admit, just because I draw my conclusions from a truthful, honest, upright directive, godly, moral directive. As far as I'm concerned, I got more right to speak than you have. If you lie and scheme and cheat with the liberals and socialists, you don't even need to be running your mouth, man. You need to do whatever you're going to do. You need to repent is what you need to do. But if you don't want to repent, then you need to just go grab your friggin' liquor bottle and go hit the couch and bury yourself in a pillow with it. I mean, I'm not telling you, encouraging you to do that. I'm just saying, just don't go out there running your mouth if you're a liberal or socialist. There ain't no need in everybody else getting poop in their ears. That's just not smart. It's just not smart. Have a good one. Have a good one. Make it an honest one. It probably will turn out good.